It was cold, wet, and overcast for the third annual Elon Invitational, but the weather did not stop the Phoenix from giving it their all at the only home cross-country meet of the season. The women and the men had finished first and second respectively the week before in Charleston, and with the competition itching for a victory, it was time to show them whose course it was.
From a competitive sense, it's nice because that's where we pretty much train and do all our workouts, so they know the course like the back of their hands, so they definitely have a level of comfort as they approach race day.
The team had trained and prepared on this course, which is different from others.
It's definitely got a lot of variables to it. It's got some hills, some downhills. The terrain can be, for a good portion, it's pretty rolling, and it's entirely grass.
The girls were first to traverse the challenging course. They were led by juniors Morgan Denicky and Emily Tryon. Denicky was the one to watch. She had just set a new school record and personal best the week before at Charleston with a time of 17:56 in the 5K. Her still as impressive time of 18:12 at the Invitational would place her in fourth, right behind Tryon, with a time of 18:09.
She'd been working really, really hard and training great, but always nice to solidify that in a race and, come out with a really big performance.
The women would finish with 26 points, enough to land them in first place for the meet, ahead of UNC Charlotte with 44 points.
Our gap this past weekend was 11 seconds from 1 to 4, which is very exciting. Anytime you win in cross country, it's a little different than other sports because our meet had 8 other schools there, so it's not just a one-on-one competition. I think there were maybe 8 schools at College of Charleston, so the women are technically like 16-0 right now.
The men also had a good race, placing third overall behind UNC Greensboro in first and UNC Charlotte in second. They were led by first-year student Luis Vargas, who had already proved himself to be a strong component of the team. Vargas unfortunately had to drop out of the race due to a pre-existing injury. First
meet at Charleston, we were led by freshman Luis Vargas. Unfortunately, in our home meet this past weekend, he rolled his ankle and we kind of pulled him from the race. He's fine now, he was able to run today, but a little bit of a scare, and we just erred on the side of caution, had him pull out of the race, but he's doing great.
Senior captain Connor O'Brien led the Phoenix to the finish line with a 9th place time of 26 minutes even. Sophomore Ben Perrin and senior Clay Sankey were close behind, finishing in 26:07 and 26:11 for 13th and 14th place respectively. Both teams are looking to continue their early season success in the coming meets leading up to the SoCon Championship meet back in Charleston.
The season really goes quickly, and I always have to remind the team of, it seems like it's further away than it really is. Only 2 more meets, and then we're at the conference meet. So I'm going to keep it rolling.